Well, I've been avoiding doing the video diary as per usual. Looks like I've been beaten up. Look. Oh, that's pretty gnarly. Because the last 4 days has been somewhat unmemorable, I suppose. That's a probably good way to put it. Obviously, I went on Monday and got out on Tuesday because the operation was a massively huge success, and I didn't have to have a bowel resection, which is amazing. And they basically just removed all the adhesions from my left ovary and exterior to my bowel. So the operation was much quicker and much easier on my body than expected. They woke me up and told me if I'd had a full bowel resection, I would have been there for 7 days and would be a lot more. So I'm like, honestly, so fucking happy I'm not still there because, I mean, it's rough anyway, but imagine still being in hospital. It would be savage. I don't like, obviously I came out of the operation, you're all fucked up from the anesthetic and, you know, you've got 4 fucking holes punched in your guts. It was incredibly efficient, the whole thing. I got there within 40 minutes. I'm undressed, taking a quick naked photo in the change room. I'm in a bed. Then literally 3 minutes later, they're wheeling me into this room. There's like 20 people in there. I had one putting lines in one arm, one putting lines in the other. The anaesthetologist was like very gay, a lovely man. And he's like, see this syringe? This is a gin and tonic ×2. And I said, can you make it ×3? Because I was fucking shitting myself. It was really scary. And then the other lady who was putting the other line into this hand, which obviously didn't go too well, she's like, do you want to see the robot? I was like, can you give me the gin and tonic first? Like, so it gives me the good old whatever it was. It made me feel pretty good. And like I look to the side and there's the bloody big robot. And then I can't remember anything obviously. And they did the chip, chip, chop, chop. And I woke up in recovery and probably had to spend about 4 hours in recovery. I never wake up and deal with it that well. It's just not my vibe. And then they take me to a nice quiet ward, women's ward, recovery ward. And fill me full of endone, which is always lovely. And make sure everything's kind of moving around. And they really encourage you to get up as quickly as possible, especially someone who's quite fit and healthy like myself. I don't have any other comorbidities or like type 2 diabetes. I'm not overweight. There's nothing else that they have to watch me. So they really do, well, they do over here encourage me to get up and moving quickly. Obviously not doing dumb shit, but it really helped. And I tell you, the other thing that really helped me was taking the bone broth in. That stuff and trying to keep away from the hospital food really saved me because it was full of beautiful herbs and spices, vegan, had lots of ginseng, green tea, lots of antioxidants. So I just have been pretty much living on that. And I don't mind a bit of a hospital bicky, I won't lie. Pretty partial to the old hospital bicky. And then I decided to brave it and just kind of come home here to Dave and Lynn's, who have just been, I've definitely feel like I've overstayed my welcome, but I've literally just been laying in bed for the last 3 days. First 2 days are hardcore. Like, you definitely have to take the heavy painkillers. Like, there's no question on it. And you just have to lay down and you just have to roll with it. But I took the painkillers last night and it sent me off on this little like acid trip. And I was like, no, we're not going to do this anymore. This is not fun. So I really haven't had any pain relief today. I've just had my homeopathics, so my arnica and a few other little bits and pieces that I've got. I've done 2 saunas. I've done about 3 walks and I feel really good. Like, I'm not in pain at all. The saunas have done a remarkable job at keeping pain at bay and like releasing all the toxicity in my system because of all the drugs. So yeah, I'm pretty good. The dressing came off my belly button today, so we're just gonna roll with that. And then I'll be flying home really soon. So look, it's just been such a huge success. The efficiency of the whole thing has just been amazing. I'm so glad I've come over here and done it. Like, I'm never going to be 100%. I've had like 5 abdominal surgeries now. You know, I'm never going to be back to like no holy Maz, you know, with holes in my guts. I'm always going to have to be careful. There's always going to be possibility of adhesions coming back. And this is not like a cure, but it's a reset. So I'm really optimistic, and there'll be things in my lifestyle that I will change. I don't think my life moving forward will be really focused on lifting lots of heavy things anymore. Like, I'm getting older, you know, so I think it'll be really based on moving forward with like postural corrective movements for myself after surgery, and really restorative movement, and like experimenting with that for my personal movement practice, you know, meditation, yoga, breath work, fire twirling stuff, really restorative and kind to the body. I'm kind of had enough of the heavy shit. Like now and then it's all right for shits and giggles, but I don't think it's going to match well with what my body's been through. So all in all, the trip has been a massively huge success. Sydney is dope. Dave and Lynn are just like the best people in the world. I miss Brooklyn terribly, Pug and Boris and everyone at home. So I look forward to when I do land. It will be awesome. I'm sure there'll be more to update you guys on. I'm still a little bit la-la, but I thought, fuck, I better do one. I'm sitting here scratching my ass doing nothing. So that's me updated for now. I'll see you all at home when I get home. Who knows when that will be.